the goal for this is to really to put my thoughts out there, and for anybody who wants to take a look, give their opinions, or maybe get a different perspective on really what's going on with like the current meta right now for 3v3s. I think that it's fun for sure. It's sad that like a lot of the Pokemon aren't available, but I think it's not bad. I don't think it's bad at all. Um I think the main problem that I have is there is no 6v6, which is just like, bro, okay, Nintendo, just say you hate singles players. But it's no hate. No hate. No hate. No shade. No shade. Um, I am gonna start though, and I'm really gonna start from the top, and I'm gonna go bottom, and I'm just gonna see. I'm gonna see where I put everything, and if I go down, if I think something needs to swap, I'll swap it, and then I'll talk about it. But I'm gonna start off um, with just the things that I think are for sure meta. Like these Pokemon are meta, and there's nothing you can really do about it. But you're just gonna see them. You're either gonna see them every game or like every other game, depending on like what people want to run. So Charizard, Charizard Y specifically, I think I may have encountered a few X's, but Charizard Y is he sets up Sun, dude. Sun is probably default the strongest weather option in singles, just because there's so many things that you could pair it up with. I don't even think Rain's. I think Rain struggles because Mega Drampa doesn't have Drizzle. There is no Mega that has Drizzle, and I think Rain suffers for that. There's no strong options, and then the strong options that you do have just get beat by the other three Megas that give weather. So I just think Rain's not that great, but I think Sun is for sure the strongest, and there's no really arguing about that. And with Sun being the strongest, Charizard Y being the main one, I think he's arguably the best option to bring with you. Yeah, I think he's just the best option to bring with you. Let's go through. Let's see. Meganium. Meganium's too good just because it's pseudo sun. It's pseudo sun. Like you just get a mega that is able to use the effects of sun so easily. Mega Meganium has damn near perfect type coverage because it gets Weather Ball now. So which means okay, you hit steel types which you struggle with. You have grass type moves for rock, ground, water types. Alright, awesome. And then you have fairy that hits dragon, dark. It she's too good. I think Mega Meganium is definitely up here. If you have Meganium on your team and you're not using Mega, you're just making a mistake. I just think you're making a mistake. Like it's just not wise. Um, we're gonna put Mega Lopunny up here. Just it's Scrappy. Scrappy is too good. She outspeeds so many things. She actually outspeeds Mega Frostlass, which I also put up here. And since she outspeeds Mega Frostlass, that just immediately makes Mega Frostlass worse. And not because it's like Mega Frostlass is bad, not by any means, but it's just like you. immediately just take out one of the strongest options that you can run right now. I think Mega Frostlass being what it is, I think Mega Frostlass is one of the strongest checks that you can have to Zard Y. And cool, you get 100% Blizzard. 100% accuracy Blizzard. You get Thunderbolt, you get Shadow Ball. My option that I've been running is Destiny Bond, and I think it's a safe option. There's other options that you could take that's not Destiny Bond, but Mega Frostlass outspeeds so many things that Destiny Bond almost guarantees that you get a revenge kill on something that you're probably going to struggle with later after Mega Frostlass dies. And I just think that's strong. But you get Scrappy Fake Out, Scrappy Close Combat, High Jump Kick. Mega Lopunny is just too good. I could put Dragonite up here. Dragonite, I don't think is. Actually, I'm not gonna put Dragonite up there yet. We're gonna come back to him. We're gonna definitely come back to him. I want to see really everything. Looking for a specific mon. Okay, there we go. King Gambit. He's up there. He's too strong. Even with it being 3v3, Supreme Overlord as an ability is just too good. It's too good. I think King Gambit being a great Sucker Punch revenge killer is too good. Arguably the best single mon that can also check King Gambit is, where is he? The goat. The goat. The goat. I think Chomp he's the most used. He's the most used, and I think he's the most used because he's got so many options. Like, you want to talk about it, and I'll bring up Showdown real quick. But okay, so we'll bring up Garchomp. Cool, because you're typically not running Sandville, but that's fine. So you can run him Mega. I don't think that Mega is the option that you want to go for, because I don't think Mega gives you anything specific that regular Chomp can't get you with just SD. I don't think that Mega Chomp is stronger with Sand. What is it? What is that fucking ability, bro? Like, I just think I think this ability is so shit. I think it's so shite. Dude, Sand Force? Okay, cool. Sand Force is like +2 Chomp is just as good as with this, I think, in my opinion. But I think when Chomp Z gets in here, I think Chomp Z is going to be for sure a threat. But to what degree, I don't know yet. But we're talking about right now. So I think running Scale Shot, Earthquake, Swords Dance, and you have options for this. But I think that the best option to run with Chomp is Poison Jab. I've seen people use Rock Slide. I've seen people use Iron Head. I've seen people use Liquidation. I've used Liquidation myself, but I don't think that either of those moves give you what Poison Jab gives you. Like, I think +2 Poison Jab kills any fairy type that's out there. Like, we could go through the list of, like, fairy types that are out there. And if it's neutral hitting, like, if for whatever reason, if there's, like, a poison type that's just neutral to Poison Jab, I think Earthquake gets the job done. I think Poison Jab is a good option. It can hit Mega Clefable, right? And I think it's a strong option. Mega Clefable is like a hard check to Garchomp, unfortunately, because Scale Shot and Earthquake just aren't. what it needs to be, and I don't think that Rock Slide is. Yeah, Rock Slide isn't even stronger than Poison Jab, so it's just like, yeah, you get a 30% flinch chance, but it doesn't do anything. You can use Dragon Fang for Scale Shot if you want to. Um, you can also use Soft Sand for Earthquake if you feel like you need those moves. I don't think you do. I actually think that Lumberry is the best option because it's, if you ever encounter a Will-O-Wisp or Yawn or toxic spikes, I think that Lumberry is just stops those. People take the time to hit. People take time to hit the Yawn. Okay, cool. That gives you one sword stance. Some people are gonna swap in a different Pokemon, or maybe even stay in and try to KO the Chomp after Yawn with whatever Pokemon, and you get up a second Swords Dance, and then Lumberry kicks in, and then Chomp outspeeds most of the time. So I think Chomp is offensively and in a lot of ways defensively the best mon to use. You just can get a lot of out of him. Let's see. Is there anyone else that I would put in this tier? Let me see. I want to put T-Tar up there, but I don't think so. I think as we go through, I'll find more that should go into meta. Like these mons, you're more than likely gonna see on every team, on just at random at any time. These six are the thing, in my opinion, are the best ones for sure. Venusaur is viable. It's definitely viable. In Sun, he's not as good. There's nothing that Venusaur does with Chlorophyll that Mega Meganium doesn't just do better. And I think Mega Venusaur is a good wall, but it doesn't beat Charizard Y. I think he is completely viable just because what it can do and what it can offer your team. But I think he's just viable. I don't think he's niche. I think he's just completely viable. Blastoise, I think, is better. I mean, you get Mega and you get Shell Smash, the game is won. It doesn't matter. It's going to take a lot to, even if you don't get Mega and you just have like Focus Sash or White Herb, Shell Smash, Blastoise still does very good damage. Very good. I think he hits a lot of things very neutrally, but Mega Blastoise is always the option to go for. If you give him Rapid Spin, he gets a speed boost, and it's just, it does a lot. I could get rid of rocks for like later in the game if you need it. These matches aren't 6v6, they're 3v3, so it's just like there's not many options. If Blastoise gets a Shell Smash off, the chances of you losing go up significantly, and I think that's very understated, and I don't think a lot of people necessarily give him that option. But at least everybody who's like great at the game knows that Mega Blastoise is always an option, and it's always good. It's always a threat. Beedrill, niche, not trash, but Mega Beedrill is like good, but I think Mega Beedrill is better when it comes to 6v6. I would say Pikachu is niche. I don't think it's trash, but I think not having, or I'll put Pikachu in trash. I think Pikachu's trash just for the simple fact that there's just better electric types out there. He's not gonna see singles play. He's more likely to see doubles play, in my opinion, but even in doubles, I don't think that he's that good. Raichu Y, I think, is doubles only. I don't think people are really using a Raichu Y in singles. I could be wrong, but if you're going to use Surge Surfer, I believe is the name of the ability, it's just better in doubles. And then Raichu, I think Raichu is doubles only for now until, like, the Raichu Megas come out. Clefable, strong option. Clefable's a strong option as a defensive threat and just as a cosmic power, store power threat with Mega. They're just in any scenario. I think Clefable is just good. It's just good. Alolan Ninetales, I'd say is viable. I really want to put it in strong options because running Focus Slash lead with Aurora Veil is like very good combo with Froslass, but having two ice types that having one ice type that is 4 times weak to steel is one thing. But like holy shit, bro. Holy shit. I want to put it in strong options because I love them on, but I know it's not really. It's an option. It's viable. Ninetales. I think it's niche. There's really no. Alolan Ninetales is the better of the two. And it's like, it's also only just viable. Regular Ninetales is not giving you much. You don't get much value out of having Ninetales over Torkoal if you're gonna run a second Snow Setter. And then it's certainly not as good as Zardwy. So, I think, what's the point? Strong options, I think, that go understated are both of the Arcanines. Yeah, they're both weak to Earthquake, but so is Incineroar. But I think the thing that makes both of these different is because not only do they give you strong Intimidates, but they can hit you with like a delayed Will-O-Wisp, which is good. You can give them leftovers so they can tank through a bit more. And I think one thing that they get is like, I believe only regular Arcanine gets Play Rough. Both of them might get Play Rough, which is also, it's a good option to have. But I think Hisuian Arcanine is better because it gets those hard hitting rock type moves. And I think that those are understated. This one can also set up rocks. So I think depending on what your team needs, I think they're strong options, especially for singles. They get Flare Blitz. Good. They're just good mons. I think they should be up here. Now, obviously, as the meta goes on and more Pokemon get added, they're not gonna be as high up. But since the pool is so limited, or as limited as it is, I think that they're good options to have. It just depends on what you're running. You could even say that they're just viable. I think I would put Hisuian Arcanine in strong options and regular Arcanine in viable. Just depends. Just depends on what you're going for. Alakazam. I think Alakazam is viable strictly off of the fact that he gets Magic Guard and he's fast. He hits hard. Okay, cool. There's also options where like store power is getting used and you can use Psych Up and you can take all of those stats and it's just he's much stronger after a Psych Up. Depending, he can even take out Mega Clefables with using Psych Up very quickly. It depends. It depends, but I think he's viable and I think he always will be. Mega Alakazam is great. Great. Definitely a check for Mega Lopunny just because it's outspeeds. Or it's not a counter. I wouldn't say it's a check, but also it's a good offensive option to run against a Mega Lopunny if you're going to run Mega Alakazam. I think it's strong. He hits a lot of things. Super strong. Almost damn near perfect type coverage, depending on what you want to run. Victory Bell, I think he's viable. Mega Victory Bell, viable. I don't think you really want to run him in the sun, but he's cool. I think I've encountered him a few times. I lost to a Mega Victory Bell because of innards out, and it just was so unfortunate. But I think Mega Victory Bell having innards out with being as hard hitting as it is, it's a good option. The Slowbros, I don't really know. I believe this one is a doubles one. I can't see, I can't see him in singles. I would say that regular slow bro is niche. He does definitely have his uses. Definitely has his uses. Um, Gungar, strong options. Mega Gungar, it's too good. He can also get Destiny Bond just like Frostlass with Shadow Tag, depending on what you're going with. Almost guaranteed to get an Oka on something. Too good. Kangaskhan, strong option. People would say that Kangaskhan is meta. I don't think so. I don't think he's as good as Mega Lopunny. Um, Mega King, Mega Kangaskhan is good, but there are things that can beat him, like Chomp. Chomp can do it. Literally, all of these Pokemon can do it. And as soon as you Mega Evolve, Kangaskhan has almost no options outside of Sucker Punch to properly deal with Mega Frostlass, and I think that says something. I think that says something. Starmie, I think Starmie is viable. I haven't seen it too much. I think it's just good. I think it's just good. Pinsir, haven't seen it. Haven't seen it. I would say he's niche, but I know that Mega Pinsir is for sure good. Shit, is Mega Pinsir even in Champions right now? He's got to be. He's got to be. It make no sense to not have his Mega Stone in the game. Let me see. Let me see. Where's Champions meta? Champions. Yeah, he's in there. Yeah, Ariel, this is good. Yeah, this is good. Um, I don't. I can't see a world where this is weak. Truthfully, I can't see a world where this is weak. Truly, I mean, +2 quick attack immediately kills Megalopunny. It doesn't matter, but I don't see it. I would go as far to say it's viable. I would go as far to say it's viable. Um, Gyarados, viable. I think it's a good option. I think that it's not necessarily a strong option for the same reason why I don't think Rain is. Just being 4 times weak to electric is not good. Electric types are great right now. I believe, in my opinion, because I believe that the only great ground type in the game right now is Garchomp. And you're going to see him. You're going to see Garchomp on plenty of teams, but I don't think that you're going to see many others. And if you have too many water types, which will bring. I'll get to an electric type that's coming up and why think it's. I think it's so good, but I don't believe that Gyarados or Mega Gyarados is that great right now just because it's very weak to electric, and I think you being weak to electric right now is not in a favorable position to be in. Not at all. Ditto. Niche. Choice Scarf Abuser. I mean, it works. It works. It's not bad at all, but it's if you go against a good player, Ditto's not gonna save the game for you. They're gonna figure it out. They're gonna figure a way to abuse Ditto, and if it has Choice Scarf, it's not that the plan is bad, but it's just so predictable because you don't use Ditto for anything else, and that's what I believe. That's what I believe. Vaporeon, I think Vaporeon's not bad, but it's Rain. I think this is definitely more so a doubles mon than anything, in my opinion. I mean, I can believe I can see a Vaporeon in singles, but I don't think it would be good. And I don't want to say it's trash because Vaporeon does have uses, but I think it's more so doubles. And if it was 6v6 singles, Vaporeon would be a lot higher up in my opinion, but it would be on some stall shit, and it's like, okay, whatever. Jolteon. This is. I think we're reaching. I think we're reaching Gen 5 Jolteon with this. And I'll tell you why. I'll go over it. Um, I think Jolteon is too good. I think it's too good. I think having Volt Absorb is good. But with Glamora being in the game and other things trying to use abuse status effects, I think Quick Feet is actually viable. I think that it's actually viable. And another thing, like, you definitely want to run Magnet, because anything that gets hit by an electric type is going to take hella damage from this thing. But this thing gets Weather Ball. And I don't think it got Weather Ball beforehand. And if it did, let me check. I think Weather Ball is very good. I don't think I've ever remember seeing that. I could be wrong. Okay, so it did get Weather Ball. But there's something about it that's different. And I couldn't tell you why. Maybe it's because of how short form the battles are. But having Thunderbolt, Alluring Voice, Weather Ball, and Volt Switch, this is good. This is good, and this is specifically good with Frost Slash. This is specifically good with Frost Slash. Because, okay, cool. You can set up, like, Jolteon is good in these short form battles because it gets Weather Ball, and you're in a Weather War right now. Weather is the meta. If you're not using any amount of Weather or trying to use it to your advantage in singles right now, you're putting yourself at a disadvantage that not all the time you can come back from. I believe Jolteon is that good. I think it's that good. Like, Weather Ball in the snow is too good. So many times people want to send out Garchomp because, okay, cool, Jolteon, you're gonna use an electric type move. And then you just get outsped and hit with a Weather Ball. The only time that the Garchomp did live that Oko was when it had a Yachi Berry. Which isn't bad, yeah. But the damage that the Weather Ball is going to do, it's too good. It's only slightly slower than Mega Lopunny. It's only slightly slower, and he also hits Zard Y like a damn truck. 2 OKO, two hit KO if it's already Mega with Thunderbolt. Volt Switch, same thing. But regular Charizard, especially if you could predict it, this thing is getting OKO. It's getting OKO by Jolteon. I think Jolteon is a very strong option. Flareon, trash. Dragonite, I think, is a strong option. Multi-scale is always going to be good. Mega Dragonite also is very good. Hits like a truck. Multi-scale. Okay, cool. Aerodactyl, viable. Mega Aerodactyl is very good. I think Snorlax is viable with Curse, but there are also things that can take it. I definitely would put him at the back of viable, not at the top, but I think there's uses for Snorlax. Dual wing beat. This thing outspeeds Megalopunny. Definitely a check. Dual wing beat, 2 hit KOs. Um, it gets a fast Stone Edge. It gets a fast Earthquake, dual wing beat, and what was the other move? I can't remember off the top of my head. But it's strong. It's for sure strong. Hisui and Typhlosion, viable for sure. Um, I would put regular Typhlosion in niche. Definitely would put it in niche. It's just not as good. This thing gets ghost type moves and immune to normal type moves, so it's just better. For alligator, I think it's niche. I like for alligator and I like Mega for alligator, but it's just like there are other water types that do what he does better, a lot better, and unfortunately, Dragon Eyes is not a good enough ability to push it forward, especially when Sheer Force is so much better. There's just no life orb. I think when more items come out, he'll probably get better, but Mega for Alligator right now is not necessarily it. And for us, I don't really know. I can't really tell as of right now. I would say he's niche, but electric types are good. I just haven't seen him that much, so I would say he's definitely niche. Azumarill always viable. You got Belly Drum. You've got huge power. Aqua Jets. It hits hard. Rain sucks right now. It it sucks. The only thing that makes Rain good right now is Basculegion, and you don't even need Rain for Basculegion. To be fair, you don't even need it. So, whatever. Espeon, I think, is niche. You definitely want this to set up screens, and then there's other things that set up screens better than Espeon. Magic Bounce is still good. Um, there's just another Pokemon that uses Magic Bounce better. Like Mega Clefable. Mega Clefable gets Magic Bounce, correct? I believe it does. Yep. Yeah, these everything here uses Magic Bounce better than Espeon. To be fair, Umbreon. I think Umbreon is at the top of viable. I think it is a strong option. There's ways to get around it, but I think it being like a wall and a strong wall at that, I think it's good. There are ways to beat it, but I think it's just a strong wall. It's a stronger wall than Mega Venusaur, in my opinion. Um, Soul King, viable. It's just the worst of the two. It's the worst of the two. Steelix, niche. Caesar will always be a strong option. Mega Mega Caesar, always a strong option. Caesar, Heracross. I want to say Heracross is in niche. There's just ways to kill this thing really easily. And I don't believe that Skill Link is as good as it seems on paper. Not in this meta. I think it's better in long term battles, but again these are 3v3s and I think it's just not as strong. I just don't think it's as strong. Skarmory, put that boy right there. Skarmory gets up hazards. It's a nice physical wall. Body presses are nice. There's options. There's options. Houndoom's kind of buns. He's niche, but He truthfully belongs in trash, and I hate it. I love the Mon, but it's just not that great, especially in Sun. You have just better options. Tyranitar, strong option. Mega T-Tar is also very good. Um, it's just weak against everything up here outside of Frostlass, and even then, Frostlass still can check it, regardless if it's Mega or not, with Destiny Bond, and that cannot be understated. I think that Tyranitar is very good, but with it being the slower of the three, it gives it less options to be great, right? Now, if you're able to outplay in Mega at the right time, I think that Tyranitar can be good. But after it's Mega, right, and you're forced to switch out for one reason or another, or you OHKO a Pokemon, and then they send out Zard Y, or they send out Frostlass, Tyranitar is going to have a hard time. And then you still have to deal with the Garchomp of it all. You still have to deal with the Mega Lopunny of it all. Even if you're not worrying about those other mons, you still have to worry about the Meganium of it all, and even King Gambit if it decides it wants to take low kick. So I just think it just I think it really wants to be meta really bad, but I don't think that it is. I think it's a strong option though. It'll never be bad. This mon will never get power crept, but it will like it's certainly better than everything down here, in my opinion. But it can't break into that upper echelon. Pelipper, it's viable. It's viable. It's the best rain setter of the two that it has. It does. Rain doesn't have a Mega Man, and I've said it at the beginning of this video. I've said it outside of the video. It Rain doesn't have a Mega, and it not having a Mega severely hurts it, especially with I think electric type moves being as good as they are right now, and electric type Pokemon being as strong as it is. This thing being 4 times weak to it makes it worse. But this is the best rain setter, and if you're going to run rain, you better be running Pelipper. There's just no reason for you not to. Sorry. Okay. Um, a Gardevoir viable. I'll probably put it around here. Mega Gardevoir. Too great. Too great. There's not a lot of things to be said. It gets Psyshock. It gets Psychic Noise. It gets Psychic Noise is perfect against Mega Venusaur, right? Like, yeah, okay, cool. Sludge Wave. Let me see. Psychic Noise, good against a lot of things. It's good against G King. It's good against a lot of other poison types. Psychic Noise is just a good move to have, really. But it gets Psychic, it gets Psyshock, it gets Psychic Noise. Okay, you get Fairy Hyper Voice. Great. It gets Thunderbolt. Believe Energy Ball, Shadow Ball. There's options. It has damn near perfect type coverage, and it's just a good mon to have. It's decently fast. It's not the weakest, or it's not like the most fragile mon that you could have. It's good. It's just good. This thing can kill Umbreon. Umbreon can also kill her, but this she can kill Umbreon. Sableye, Prankster. Prankster will always be viable, but also Mega Sableye is like good. I haven't seen it too much, but just because I haven't seen it doesn't mean that I don't know the potential that this mon can have. Again, it would be better in 6v6. It'd be better. Aggron, Mega Aggron is viable always. Filter is great. Body Press, Heavy Slam, great. Earthquake, great. Ice Punch for Chomp, great. Fire Punches for Caesar, great. It gets everything. It's good. Torkoal, I think, is niche. I think if you're running Sun, I think you're mainly just running Charizard Y. This would be better in 6v6, but it's not that he's not good. He gets Stealth Rocks, he gets Rapid Spin, he gets Will-O-Wisp, he gets Lava Plume. It's good. It's not bad. Mega Altaria, super niche. I almost want to put it in trash, but it's not trash. It's just niche. It's just niche. Fairy Dragon is not bad typing ever. Literally ever. But it's not. It's far from the best Mega. For sure. It's far from the best Mega. Milotic, I want to say, is good. I want to see it say it's good. But I'm going through some tests to figure this mon out. Because I want to. I think if it had um, Flame Orb in the game, I think this mon would be better in singles. Even not. I think with it having competitive, it can be good. But I would say this is like a doubles mon more than a singles mon. Absol, I think is niche until we get Absol Z. Absol Z, it'll be here. But I think it's niche right now. It's not bad. It's niche. Metagross. Metagross is viable. Um, I don't even think Metagross is in the game right now. I might be wrong. Yeah. Metagross is not in the game right now, unfortunately. But it's confirmed to be coming to the game, and we know that. But we're gonna leave it off for now. Torterra niche. Shell Smash is good, but it's not that great. Unfortunately, when it comes to singles, all three of them are here. I love these three, but they don't excel at anything. They don't excel at anything, and there's better options for all of them. I would say Empoleon is more viable than the other two, but even then, it's not. It's not anything to write home for it. So I'd just say they're niche. All three of these are probably a lot better in doubles. But for the sake of this being like a singles tier list, I think that these three are here. They're niche. They're not bad. They just get outclassed. Spiritomb, trash. It doesn't do anything. This is a doubles mom, but I think even in doubles, it's trash. Lucario. Mega Lucario is too good. Mega Lucario can take out 3 to 4 out of these 6. These 6 are like, I think, the baseline for like what is great. And Mega Lucario can take out 3 of the 4. Maybe even potentially 5. I think the only one that it necessarily struggles with the most is Charizard Y. And that's just because there's not anything like you're not gonna like run a rock type move on Mega Lucario. There's no point in doing that. But if you're gonna run special, cool. If you're gonna run physical, you want to run. That's it. Yeah, it's just like okay, like I would rather just I'd rather run Swords Dance. And unfortunately, none of these moves I think is killing Zard Y. I don't think any of these is beating Zardoi. I don't. Um, I think it's viable. There's ways to get around him. I think he's a very strong option to run for your mega. I just don't think he's necessarily meta. I don't think you're missing out if you don't have Mega Lucario. But if you do run Mega Lucario, you stand a lot to gain. Impowdon, viable. There's Yon. He's tanky. He sets up sand. He can also set up stealth rocks. He's got a strong earthquake. He's good. Abomasnow sucks. I'm gonna say it. Abomasnow sucks. He sucks. Um, Mega Frostless came in with Snow Warning, and we never talked about Abomasnow ever again. He just sucks, man. You're 4 times weak to fire. That immediately puts you at the biggest disadvantage to Zard Y. And Frostlass is just better at dealing with him with having a neutral Blizzard and, if she needed to, a very strong Thunderbolt. There's ways to check Zard Y with Frostlass. There's no way to check Zard Y with Abomasnow. There's no way. The most you can get out of him is that he gets Ice Shard and a decently strong one. But nobody's running Ice Shard in singles. There's no reason to. Just run Weavile if you want something fast that hit Ice or Process. Weavile, that's not Weavile. Strong option. Triple Axle, good Dark type moves. The more items that come out, if it's still 3v3s, Fling is going to become a great option for this guy. And Pickpocket is freaking great if you use Fling. It's amazing. You can steal items, and it's great, dude. I think it's I think he's great. I think he's great. While he's fast, he hits hard. Strong icicle, not icicle crash, triple axle, strong triple axle, and board trash. They ruined him. They ruined him. We're actually coming up on like a lot of bad. So Rhyperior, trash. Leafeon, I don't think is necessarily that bad, but it's not that strong of an option when it comes to Sun. And if you're not using him in Sun, then what the fuck are you using him for? Glaceon, trash. One of my favorites, but it's not good. Not competitive. Gliscor, it doesn't have Toxic Orb. It's still a good mon, but it's niche. It doesn't have Toxic Orb. It doesn't have Toxic Orb, man. Viable, Gallade, Mega Gallade. Gallade with sharpness, not bad. Mega Gallade, cool. It's very good. It's just viable. The Rotoms. Let's talk about it. Okay, so we're gonna put you in trash because no one's using a regular Rotom. We're gonna put I think this one is a doubles one. It's it's not bad, but it's only really good in doubles, which isn't bad. These two are definitely viable. These are the only two that you should be using if you're not using Wash. That's how I feel about it. Wash will always be good. It'll always be a good mon. Being a water electric type immune to earthquake and immediately being able to go into something trick basically for free or Will-O-Wisp or Thunderwave for free and either go for a very strong Hydro Pump or a Volt Switch is too good. If you decided you wanted to run full offense, You get Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball is great. You get Thunderbolt. Great. Volt Switch. Great. Hydro Pump. Fucking great. The only bad, if these two didn't have Leaf Storm and Overheat, if they got something like Fire Blast and another strong grass type move that's not Leaf Storm, they probably would both be strong options. But they've been the same for years. They'll they'll never change, but they're viable, especially in the 3v3 format. They're viable. Superior. Viable off of the simple fact that it gets contrary Leaf Storm. It's good. Samurott. Hisui and Samurott. Strong options. Ceaseless Edge. Amazing. That bad boy's in trash. Excadrill is viable. Audino is trash. Conkeldurr is niche. Whimsicott. Strong option. Strong option. This thing can take over games. Depending on what you want to do, it takes over games. This with Chlorophyll in the Sun, like Gen 9, people were figuring this thing out. And it was so good. It was just good. This thing is great in doubles. This is just a good bond. You don't even need Prankster for it. Chlorophyll. You use Growth, you get the +2 Moonblast, kills Lopunny. Moonblast kills both of these. Shadow Ball kills this guy. It's good. It's good. And if you decide you want to give it Weather Ball in the sun, you're probably killing Meganium too. So it's good. It's very good. Crocodile, I think I would say it's trash. Garbodor trash. These two are both viable. This guy I would put up here because he's got 2 immunities. He's got 2 immunities. Now Mega Lopunny takes this guy out, but he's good. Regular Zoroark can be very good depending on how you use him and what team you use him, but I think he's viable, especially in these short form battles. That's a doubles mon. That is a doubles mon. That is a doubles mon. Mega Golurk is viable. Hydreigon, strong option. Volcarona, strong option. These are like standard mons that you are going to see. Hydreigon, Volcarona, they're good. They're good. The Kalos trio, I think are all viable, but I think Delphox, I would say, is the doubles, but Gren is the strong option. Greninja is a strong option in singles content, no matter what. Whether it be 3v3s or 6v6, Greninja is always a strong option. It takes care of Mega Meganium. It takes care of Garchomp. It takes care of Charizard Y. It takes care of Frostlass. It's just a strong mon. Depending on what moveset you want to run, you can be prepared for any of these at any time. Diggersby. Is Diggersby in the game? I don't think so. Yes. Well, he's niche. He's not as good as Azumarill. He's not. Talonflame. I think Talonflame is a strong option. Gale Wings right now is good, and I think it's good if you're making sure rocks are not up. A lot of people and a lot of teams are not running rocks, and I think that's good. I would say that this guy is best in the rain, but you don't need it. I don't think that physical Talonflame is the best option you can go for. I think it's special. You can either run Hurricane or Air Slash. I think both are good. I think Overheat is a good option to run just in case you need to hit something for 4 times effective or even just super effective. And he gets a fast Will-O-Wisp, dude. I think he's a strong option. He can also be a good pivot with U-turn. But if you give this thing Sharp Beak with Air Slash or a Hurricane, he's doing damage. He's doing damage. He's definitely OHKOing these two with Hurricane. He's OHKOing. Air Slash might be a 2-hit KO. Overheat is killing Mega Frostlass. Overheat's going to do major damage to King Gambit. I don't know if it would kill it necessarily. I haven't done that calc. But also, you get Will-O-Wisp. It's good. I think Talonflame is definitely slept on. Vivillon, I want to say it's trash. Buns. Furfro. It's a doubles mon. Meowstic is a doubles mon, but it can be good in singles. It can be good in singles. Strong option. Aegis Slash. Aegis Slash does the same thing that Aegis Slash always does, and it's good. Shadow Sneak is great. You can use King Shield, and it's great. It's not higher up because it gets killed by Mega Lopunny. It gets killed by Mega Lopunny. I believe at one point, like back in the day when Mega Lopunny was first in, it got banned on Smogon. But this thing is running up freely. This mon is busted. Busted. And Aegis Slash suffers for it. But that doesn't mean Aegis Slash is bad. I think Aegis Slash is still a very, very strong option. It can do a lot. Clawitzer, trash. In singles. Tyrantrum, niche. Amoris gets Snow Warning, I believe. Aurorus. I said Amoris. It does get Snow Warning. It just has a lot of weaknesses. It has a lot of weaknesses. It's almost as bad as Obama Snow. Obama Snow might actually be better just off of the simple fact that, holy shit, it gets a Mega. But I can see a world where Aurorus is not bad because it can theoretically deal with Charizard. Like, okay, you want to run this with Snow Warning, Focus Sash. This thing doesn't even get Power Gem. It gets Meteor Beam. This thing just sucks, man. This thing definitely sucks. This is buns. But it gets Snow Warning. So Sylveon, let's talk about it. Sylveon should be up here. I think is the best by far evolution that you could run. Pixelate is too good. It outspeeds what it needs to with Hyper Voice. Dude, it's so good. It's so good. And I was hating on it. I was definitely hating on it. But this thing can check Garchomp and just do damage. Like, it's bulky enough to take some hits from some things, and then the hyper voice is just too strong, bro. It's too strong. It's too strong. Mega Halucha. It's not bad. It's viable. It's good. Klefki, right now, super niche. I think Klefki is another mon that would see a lot more success if it was in 6v6 instead of 3v3s. But you know, neither here nor there. Gorgeist, I would say is trash. In singles, I haven't seen it in doubles, but I believe it's trash in singles. Um, Noivern, I think Noivern is viable. Viable. It's cool. It's just super solid. We're getting down to the wire. We're getting down to the wire. We still have not added anything into what's meta. And the reason I think the reason why I want to keep it so little is because I think that where the game is right now, there's so many things that you could do to find success that comes from so many different avenues, but these are the ones that stick out the most. These are the ones that are just everywhere. They're all good. And as the meta continuously develops, these stick around. These are all strong options, so you're almost guaranteed to see these, but like Charizard, Y, Garchomp, Meganium, Lopunny, Frostlass, Kingambit. I think they run shit. I think they literally run shit. I would say doubles. These are doubles. I might not be. Incineroar is definitely the god of doubles, but like he'd be up here. He'd be up here. Um, haven't really seen these two, so I couldn't say. Primarina for sure is a strong option. For sure is a strong option. Two Cannon. Trash. Abominable. I would say he's niche. I would definitely say that he's niche just because he's got a mega. And I know he can hit hard. It just depends. It really just depends. I'm gonna say that Lycanroc is decently trash. Decently trash. Toxapex is viable. It's not a bad mon, but it's stall worthy. I have encountered a few Mudsdales, and it never performed well. I definitely have to look into Mudsdale, but I think he's trash. Araquanid. Let's put you up there with the strong options, buddy Opal. If he had Kastat Berry, he would be a beast. I do have some VODs coming out, and I do have some gameplay of me on Champions coming out. And dude, whatchamacallit, it was it was an Argaludon, and he hit me with electric shot. Like he used the first turn of electric shock, and I knew he was. And I used Sticky Web the first turn. Focus Sash took the electric shot, and then I hit that motherfucker with the Miracle right after, dude. Araquanid is like good. It's good, man. Like it's Araquanid is handling electric types. This is your electric type guy, but also Water Bubble Liquidation is king. It is king. It hits a lot of things. Like really hard. And if Choice Man ever comes out, it's gonna deal damage even more. Even more. Lava Gale, hoy. Hello. Welcome to the stream. You're also going to be seeing this on YouTube. Serena. Oh. I could say trash. This is a doubles one. Mimic you. Strong option. Very good. Drampa. This is the biggest disappointed. This is the biggest disappointment in Pokemon Champions and just Pokemon ever. You could have given this thing Drizzle. They could have given it Drizzle. If it had Drizzle, it would be so beautiful. It would be one of the best Mons in the meta right now. But you gave it Berserk. You gave it Berserk. Of all things, you gave it Berserk. This thing could have had Drizzle. This thing could have had Drizzle. And y'all decided not to. Good talk, Pokemon. It's not good. Not in singles. And that's okay. That's okay. Come on. Viable. Corviknight. Strong option. Sandaconda is not in this game. It is. Niche, but I can see it working. I guess. It's super niche. I haven't seen it, and I don't think I will. But this is probably a doubles one, for sure. And I'll put it down there. Sinistea, trash. And singles. And singles is trash. Hatterene. Strong option. It gets sucking noise. Strong option. This is a doubles one. Runerigus. This is what I wanted to talk. This is the thing that I wanted. I was the most excited to talk about in this video. Runerigus, I think, should be up here. And I tell you why. This thing can take a hit. At least one. From every physical option in the game. You know, if you switch in Runerigus into this thing's fake out, it loses Scrappy. It can't hit it anymore. And the Will-O-Wisp. It's done. This thing, if it's not running special, if it's running physical, it's cooked. It loses adaptability. And then Will-O-Wisp. A Garchomp can't OHKO this thing. And then Will-O-Wisp. You have to have something special attacking. This thing's defense is out of this world. And then it gets Wandering Spirit. This is absurd. It gets Earthquake. It gets Earthquake. It also gets Earth Power if you want it to go super, like, special attacking. But you don't have to. You can take Hex, Will-O-Wisp. You can take Toxic Spikes if you wanted to. You can do Taunt. You can do Stealth Rock. This thing is good in 3v3 singles. This thing is good. And I've been testing it out, and it's been performing really well. Runerigus is up there. And I swear by it. In BSS, in this meta right now, up until we get into, like, May, it's up there. Runerigus is too good. It's too good. Too good. Morpeko. Trash. Dragapult. Strong option. Nothing needs to be said there. Kleavor is a strong option. But it's not as great as it seems on paper, but it it can perform really well. Is what I'm trying to say. It can perform pretty well. Stone Axe is a great ability. It hits Zardwa really hard. If you can get it off, it gets Earthquake. It gets U-turn. It has options. It's not bad, but there's something about it, something with the meta right now that it's not pushing it forward. There's just a lot of things that can kill it and kill it pretty easily. So I don't have it that high. It's not as strong as Scizor, especially because Scizor has a Mega, but it's good. Ursaluna, Trick Room. If Trick Room was better right now, it'd be a strong option, but it's niche. It's Trick Room mod. It's a Trick Room mod. Basque Legion. It's up there. It's up there. This thing is the saving grace for rain teams right now. Rain teams suck. But if you're combining it with Basque Legion, it's like, it's bearable. It's bearable. It's bearable. Sneasler. This is more so a doubles mod for sure. But it's not bad in singles. It's not bad. It's just not on the higher echelon in singles, in my opinion. Not in my opinion. Meowscarada. That's the first one. That's the first one where I'm like, okay, yeah, it's meta. It's too good. It's too good. Flower Trick, knockoff, U-turn. What else? It's too good, bro. It's too good, man. It's just it's faster than everything. And Flower Trick is such an amazing move with Protean. Yeah, it's too good. Quaquavel. I've seen it. It's viable. It can get some successes in here. I forgot this thing's name. Trash. Mousehold. Is Mousehold in the game? I haven't seen it. Am I dumb? I am dumb. Okay, it is in the game. I have not seen it. I would say that it's super niche. I don't want to say it's super trash because I've seen this thing in Scarlet and Violet do crazy things. But I would say it's super niche right now. Especially since there's a lot of ghost types running around. A lot of ghost types running around that are like good. Garganacl would be better in 6v6, but it's still a strong option. Cerulege, I would say, is the strong option in Armor Rouge. I would say is niche. If terrains were better in 3v3 singles, it'd be higher, but it is not. So it is not. This is a doubles mod for sure. Tinkaton is niche, but it's very good. Palafin doesn't strive in 3v3s. It does not. It is still viable because of what Palafin is and how great it is, but right now it doesn't strive in 3v3s. It takes too much to get him going. Earthworm. We're going to put you up here, buddy. We got that shed tail, and it's a slow shed tail too. And this thing can take earthquakes. This thing, walls, chomp. This thing is up here. It's a strong option. Glamora, strong option, strong lead. Mega Glamora is amazing. The Dozo's not in the game right now. The Geary's not in the game right now. This is a doubles mon. This is a doubles mon. This mon is at the top of viable. It's it realistically could be here, but it's also a doubles mon, and the apple I would say is niche. I think this is like where I would keep everything as of right now, being like basically a month, or not a month, but being half of a month in to the meta right now, I would say that this is. I would say that this is pretty accurate. There are things that can change due to some variables, but I think that this in itself is inherently correct. Um, Things that took me off guard, especially before the game came out, was and before abilities came out, is that saying that Meganium would be meta is crazy. Meganium is also very good with the rain, but rain in itself sucks. It doesn't have a mega. It doesn't necessarily need a mega, but like, oh my god, dude, you are every other weather mega Pokemon is better than rain in itself. Inherently, it's better than rain, and that's one of the main disappointments going into this meta is that, oh my god, we really don't have a mega drizzle user. The only one is Kyogre. And to be fair, and to be to their credit, if we did have a mega drizzle user, it would just be broken. There are some things that could change. Like you could argue that this Zoroark is in niche. You could argue that Umbreon is in niche too, or in stronger options, depending on if you've used it or not. If you haven't looked into Orthworm, Earth Eater, immune to ground type moves. Okay, cool. It gets Shed Tail. You know what good that is? Stealth Rock. Hold on. Stealth Rock. Spikes. Earthquake. If you don't want spikes, Coil. Focus Sash. This is all it takes. Earthworm is good. I think this is a very comprehensive list. I'm gonna post this picture on Instagram, and I'm gonna post it on Instagram. I'm also gonna post it on Twitter. Um, I think I can also post this on TikTok. Spark some arguments, or not arguments, but conversations. And I think it'll be healthy to have and to get perspective for myself. But this is like really having played to Master Ball and being in Master Ball for essentially a week now, or not a week, but like half of a week, I guess you could say. This is what I've seen, and this makes sense to me. Hopefully, it's making sense to everyone else too. Some of these Pokemon don't need explanations; they're just good. Um, but some other ones, like, dude, I didn't, I didn't expect Sylveon to be as good as it is. Um, I didn't expect Talonflame to be as good as it is. It's not bad. It's gimmicky for sure, but it's like a legitimate option to use against a lot of different mons. It's actually very interesting. Um, but yeah, I think this is comprehensive, and I think going forward, I'll like do more tier lists like this. And let's spark some conversation in the comment section, just so we can actually figure this out. I want to spark up conversation with like surrounding communities and other players to see what they think and how they feel. But I think this is like pretty accurate for like a good baseline. You can obviously make arguments for different things in different Pokemon, but I think this is just the most accurate. You're more than likely gonna see one of these Pokemon somehow, some way, or I think that just some of these Pokemon are just secretly good. I think they're secretly good, and people haven't like necessarily dived into it yet. Um, these Pokemon, I just think there's no question, they're just the best. They're the best options. These win you games. These Pokemon single-handedly win you games. And these Pokemon are the Pokemon that are able to stop these from just 1v3. But yeah, thank you for watching. These are just my opinions. So if you don't disagree with them, talk to me about it. Or if you don't disagree with them, awesome, cool. We can find some common ground in that. But if you do disagree with them, let's talk about it. I'd be more than happy to talk about it. I'll post a Discord link to like this community that I'm trying to start up for competitive battling. Let's get something going. Let's get something shaken. This game is gonna be fun, y'all. Like, I know people have been like hating on it, but I've been loving it. It's a nice battle sim where like you get to actually play it, and it's gonna be on your phone. It's never gonna replace Showdown. Never. Absolutely not. But it's fun. It's for sure fun. So let's get something shaken and let's talk about it. Thank you for watching, y'all. Come back. Let's talk. Let's go through this and let's see what's going on. Doses.